What type of guys do women hate? Why? Men who clearly don't like women and make you doubt they're even attracted to them. But they're still homophobic and hyper-heterosexual. A walking contradiction exhibit. When they desperately try to impress you by outshining you, when it's obvious they don't know how to properly interact with a woman, but instead of being humble about it, they go all in with the pretending and end up making it everybody's problem. Work on yourselves, guys. Feel your feelings, like what you like. Be honest with yourself and you'll be more authentic. Guys who are the victim in every situation in their mind. All their exes were terrible to them and crazy. Everyone walks away from them and they don't know why. Everything bad that happens to them is because someone was being vindictive towards them or they just have bad luck. They're never in the wrong ever. And if they happen to do something to hurt another person, they deserved it. They never take accountability for anything. This goes for women too, but I've just met too many guys like this recently. Nice guys. Ones who will constantly try harder and change who they are in a way they think they want their partner to want them to be. Nice guys are manipulative and abusive while coming across as thoughtful, dedicated and loving. They try hard to be someone they aren't, so therefore their partner loses trust with them. The old women like bad guys is somewhat true because the nice guy isn't who he really is. He has no boundaries and can't stand up for himself. I know, I am one. And it's ruining my marriage. As a man, I just put here my observation. I knew a dude. He was missing a few teeth. Was super sexist, aggressive, rude, loud, smell bad ... but he looked passable by some standards. He was with women all the time ... every month or so. He found another one who gave him anything, care and affection. Even place to stay. Those women weren't always some low-class whatnot, often high-educated with money, also fairly attractive. So, I just wanted to say, I guess that question would never be answered fully. As a guy, I can say I hate half the guys in this thread making excuses for their bad actions, reactions, and experiences. Especially the ones who are going to criticize this post. A good amount of women here are giving good honest answers and they're being met with criticism. If you guys took the same amount of time to listen as you do to justify your actions that are being complained about, then you'd be more liked by women and people in generally probably. The ones who lie about sex, most women are okay with hookups, but I hate when men lie about wanting a relationship just to hook up to then say they are not wanting a relationship, anything exclusive. Like women will still have sex with you even more so, and you're honest, and how gross is it to dissect in your mind that men are that horny, they will say anything to be inside something warm. Disgusting. Opposite of common beliefs, if a woman hates you it's possible she will still fuck you. But the worst is if the girl is indifferent about you, and they dated found attractive but they got frustrated because then. So if they say they hate them, they still thinking about them, right? They forgot all the other average guys they don't even look at. I feel like the kind of woman I hate has less to do with being a woman and more to do with just generally being insufferable. Playing games, trying to manipulate people, being a bitch and not showing basic care and understanding, not respecting boundaries, stuff like that. Basically the sort of person with an it's all about me or I'm hot so it's okay kind of personality. Any guy that views women as one monolithic hive mind that wants the same thing. It's not a test. I'm not a guard that gives you sex if you can answer these questions too. All girls are different. Some will go for the toxic alpha guy. Others want the femboy to do makeup with together. Just do you and realize women are human beings that just want to have fun. Nice guys, which actually means meet guys who aren't assertive and don't stand up for themselves, or justice, or anything, but are very polite corporate slaves afraid of rocking the boat. I have met thousands of people over decades, and no guy like this has any success with women. As Johnny Rotten said, don't ever be nice. It's the kiss of death. Yep, crude, boorish and mannerly types, embarrassing in social settings, clueless about how to dress or even behave properly for different occasions, and actively resist learning. Arrogance, which is ultimately regarded as simply pathetic because they just don't know what they don't know. And the intolerable criminal worst cruelty to animals. Women don't like guys who take things too fast and doesn't know what boundaries are. I have a friend that once had thing with this guy. They've known each other for like 3 weeks. They're not dating yet, but they're interested in each other. They went out and he just kissed her cheek without her permission. That was an immediate turn-off for her. Guys who think they are nice guys and whinge constantly about wealthier people or people with different political beliefs, and then try to pressure you to sleep with them, and then get nasty when called out on it. They wouldn't possibly try and pressure you because they are nice guys. Nice guys are the absolute worst, delusional, womanizing type that shows his friends intimate naked pictures that the women he's hooking up with have sent him, and talks about women as if they're just walking holes waiting to be filled by him. My dad works with a guy like this. And honestly, he looks like a decent person, which makes it disturbing. The guy who is fake nice, only to get something from you. Women can sense that even if they try to cover it. And then you'll cry about women not liking nice guys, meanwhile the nice you're talking about is the fake nice. Or the nice to get something back. Not the genuine polite nice type that women like. Men who can't take care of themselves as soon as they are in a relationship. You've been washing your dirty underwear for years. So don't stop now that we've moved in together, got married, etc. Don't expect me to run the household when you are capable enough to do it yourself, mister. Anyone under 6 feet makes less than 6 figures and has less than an 8-inch dick. If you meet those requirements, you can be a terrible person and they'll try to fix you till the end of your days. Don't meet those requirements, and you're not really a person and basically invisible. Maybe the guys who hurt them, broke their heart, cheated on them, or did something wrong to them. But when women don't like you, it does not always mean they hate you, because hate is a strong feeling. So you must have done bad things to them that make them hate you. I dated a guy who scolded a waiter because he got my order wrong. It was so embarrassing. Felt bad for the waiter and apologized behalf of him. Like, that's just a no-no for me. I still finished the meal. Went home by myself. And there was no second date. Gender. That adds someone lacks empathy and is unkind to people who they deem weaker than them, animals, children, people in the service industry or different color. And old people, I openly hate them. Guys that always have to be the devil's advocate. Even if it's a discussion or conversation about something personal, it's fine to not think alike. But there's a difference between that and the devil's advocate. Most women usually hate guys who refuse to comply to her demands and expectations. There's a big difference between fault-finding and problem-solving. Most girls are better with the one rather than the other. The type that does not know exactly what they want. You often find that they have no goal in life. You cannot depend on them. They do not take responsibility. And they often betray or do not take you seriously. Men and women actually who ignore everyone who they don't find attractive, just literally have zero interest in speaking to, or even acknowledging you unless they deem you attractive enough to interact with. These men, children who can't do anything for themselves because their mums did everything for them. They can't clean, cook, or do their own laundry, can't handle responsibility and barely pay their own bills. Men that hide their advances through accidental touching, and when you tell them off or move away, they gaslight you. When you actually know for sure they are making the moves. Do not touch me, bro. Stop. Also, personally, I don't like guys who lack ambition, are not on track to be successful. There's a whole new breed of men who just want to be taken care of, and it's so gross to me, very immature. I hate a cheapskate men that treat drivers, waters, the people that help us the most, like shit. I get being frugal. Times are tough. But there's no need to be a raging asshole for any reason. Talkative only when I don't know him. But I love talkative people when I question myself a lot with him. Feminine energy, lack of patience and understanding. And the list goes on. None, and all of them. There's always a woman who likes a certain type of guy, and another woman who hates that type. You can't make generalizations like that for 4 billion people. Guys who think all women hate the same traits rather than every woman having different things that they like hate in men. Making questions like this really dumb and pointless. Hate is a strong word, but sheer arrogance is off-putting. Bad hygiene and arrogance combined are worth investing in a great pair of runners to get away further and faster. Misogynistic guys. Because they're misogynistic. It doesn't even matter if you are personally aware that you are being misogynistic or not. Ignorance is not an excuse. Misogynists, red pill wannabe alpha sheep, mansplainers, guys with low emotional intelligence or communication skills, guys with zero ambition, arrogant ones, incels. These aptly male types. I've seen so many videos where women say they would rather date an asshole who's a bad boy rather than a nice guy. Everyone here is saying the complete opposite. Guys who expect you to be a traditional wife yet want you to pay bills 50-50. It sounds absurd, but it happens way more than you guys think. Ideologues and ones that bases their whole existence on politics because then it is the most unsexy, undesirable thing ever in the world. These kinds of threads are always so exhausting. Just tons of men with misogynistic views answering a question directed at women. Guys who toy with you, pretend they care more than they do to get what they want, then breadcrumb you until they want it again. Bitter little men who think that nothing is ever their fault, blame everyone but themselves, mistake arrogance for confidence.